Hey guys, and what's up TFS? It's your girl FunSize, and I'm back with another fun creation. Today on the menu, we're snacking on boudoir photography and its evolution. And because you're my favorite, I've snagged us some snacks from the menu to help us discuss different styles of photography so that you can see which one is best for you. Welcome to my restaurant, Selfish, where we're all about positivity, liberation, empowerment, and nurturing self-love and self-care. I'll be your host, FunSize, of course, boudoir photographer, mindset, and body image coach. So today's special is a dose of selfishness, and I hope that you guys actually enjoy the show. Boudoir photography has become increasingly popular in recent years. But today, we're getting into its origins and how boudoir can be traced back to the early 1920s. Now, the term boudoir refers to a lady's private bedroom or dressing room, and the proper spelling is Boudoir. Boudoir photography initially aimed to capture intimate and sensual images of women in their personal areas or their private spaces, like I mentioned when I said the private bedroom or the dressing room. And you know what's actually crazy? In the early days of boudoir photography, images were often black and white and shot on film. And some photographers still do actually offer film photography, but there's actually a lot to take into account, and believe it or not, these photographers should definitely be praised. So if you are listening today and you are dining in at this restaurant, shout out to you, because you are still doing it the old school way. And it's not even the old school way, but it is a way that is more, I want to say, more significant for you to get your craft and your niche and your artwork out into the world. So I want to definitely say shout out to y'all. And if you have no idea what film photography is, take 2 minutes out of your day, do some research to figure out on Google, hey, what is film photography? And you can get some backstories about that. But today we're all on, like I said, boudoir photography, how it evolved, and the significance in 2024 that it will have on your life. Like I said, some photographers still do offer film photography, and they should be praised. But in the early days, these images were typically soft focused and had like a dreamy, romantic type feel going on to them. Like even if you look up, pin up boudoir or glam boudoir, you'll still be able to see or get a visual exactly on what I mean by this. However, as the 20th century progressed, boudoir photography began to evolve and become more mainstream. Today, boudoir photography is a popular form of portrait that has actually expanded beyond the traditional bedroom setting. Many photographers, including myself, now offer outdoor photo shoots as well as sessions in studios, whether it be their own or other locations that they may have rented for a certain amount of time, or even got at a discounted price or for free because they may have a connection with them. But let me explain to you how boudoir became actually so mainstream. One of the key factors that has contributed to the popularity of boudoir photography is its ability to help women feel empowered and confident in their bodies. That's how it became so famous. Boudoir photography has become a way for women to celebrate themselves and their bodies regardless of their age, their shape, or their size. It has come a long way since its early days, and its evolution shows no sign of slowing down. So as more women discover the joy of boudoir photography, especially if you're on my podcast or dining in at the restaurant or watching my videos on YouTube, you already know it is likely that this art form will continue to grow and change in exciting ways, because a lot of boudoir photographers, their main goal is to help you boost your self-confidence, and mine is to do it while helping you gain some personal development. So as many women, like I say, discover the joy of boudoir, every experience will be different, and we'll touch more on to what I mean by that later on in the episode. But as more women discover that boudoir photography is not just about capturing images of them in lingerie or suggestive poses, they also understand that it's about creating a safe and comfortable space for women to express themselves and celebrate their bodies. That's why I enjoy having my own personal studio, because in the same token, I can offer the services to my clients. I believe in doing one-on-one because, like I said, not everybody experience is the same. So there are going to be times where you get a client who wants to come in and she just want to see what the studio looks like, just want to sit down, talk, and just honestly get a mindset session. And that is completely different from our boudoir sessions. Whereas you get portraits taken and it's an intimate setting, the mindset sessions actually revolve around us sitting down. We can do virtual chats over the internet. I said over the internet, you know what I mean. We can do virtual chats online. We can do Zoom chats. We can literally not have time scheduled in our day to see each other face to face per se, but there are tests. I want to say there are times, not sessions, but there are times when a session is booked and a client morely, I don't know why I'm getting tongue tied, but they more so just want to come in, check out the studio, see what you can offer them, see if they can get a little therapy sessions out of you, vent a little bit, catch up if they already know me, or they kind of just want to, hey, what are your prices? I seen it online. I decided to stop in. I was in the area, wanted to know what's going on. But that's why I stress that is a big thing for some photographers who are creating that safe and comfortable space for women to express themselves. And if you are another photographer listening and you don't have a personal studio, do not get discouraged, because in 2024, there is literally too many platforms out here that are free, such as Peerspace. You can go on there, create a profile, rent out a studio space. I think you can get one as low as $50 an hour. And you can go in there if you already have a strategy already mapped out, shot list on the images you want to capture, then you are literally using your time productive, and you are being proactive when it comes to you're wanting to actually become that boudoir photographer or whatever photographer you're aiming to become. But in the same token, be mindful that you don't necessarily need to start out in having your own studio. I know I personally work from in the comfort of my own home, so it's easy for me to create a safe and comfortable space because I allow women to create a playlist that they can bring in with them. And in order to help them feel more comfortable and confident in front of the camera, we normally schedule a initial phone consultation so we can go over any concerns or questions that you may have. And then the next day, at the same time that you book your phone consultation, for example, 3 p.m., the next day, 3 p.m., you'll get a virtual wardrobe consultation. So you'll basically be with a personal stylist on video. You guys will go back and forth. You can show your options on the outfits that you want. You'll get the backgrounds that we'll be using for the shoot. You'll have a vision board that will actually let you know the poses we're aiming for. There's also a boudoir prep guide that I offer my clients that give them a workout plan that they can do as far as like a little exercise stretching that goes about 10 minutes when you wake up or 10 minutes before bed, so your body isn't as stiff. You can be a lot more limber and do those poses when you are inside of the photography studio with me. And I also have other ways that I allow my clients to feel more comfortable and confident in front of the lens, because I literally guide them step by step on what we're going to do. I talk them through the process. Like, for lack of words, dime this up, baby. Like, I'm literally going to guide you, mold you, hold you, nurture you, so you can become the best version of yourself. So again, if you're a photographer listening and you're dining in the restaurant today, understand that you don't have to have your own personal studio. And I can't stress this enough, because if you are like myself in the beginning, I got completely discouraged as far as wanting to book clients, because I thought, oh, I gotta have a niche and I gotta know how to shoot and I need to know my camera details and I need to know exactly how to have a studio and how to keep it afloat. When in actuality, you may go bankrupt on trying to keep a studio afloat and don't even got a damn email lead together. You understand? You ain't got leads for your email list. You ain't got clients coming in consistently. But you know for a fact you just rented out a studio that's about $900 a month, and you still got to pay rent, water, electric. You still got to get your car maintenance up to par. You still got to get groceries. You still got to get clothes. You still got to live and maintain your life. So I'm telling you, do not get discouraged in the beginning if you do not have a studio. Go out there, practice, be a travel photographer to learn how to take your stuff with you. You got to get on the bus, become a content creator, show everything that you're doing, because this is allowing your clients to get a better feel for you, what you have to offer. And these are also things that I offer within my specific brand as well, because I feel as though it's creating that bond between me and the client. And it also helps them get over that nervousness that they may feel before actually doing the photo shoot. So I wanted to stress that. I really did want to stress that. Do not get discouraged. Do what you can do, not what's required. Like, I won't do what you can, not what's expected. Okay, that's what I want to say. Not required, but do what you can, not what's expected. And like I said, it's about creating a safe and comfortable space for women to express themselves and celebrate their bodies. And although it's a great gift for your spouse or your boo thing, it has nothing to do with impressing a man or woman. Boudoir photography, believe it or not, many of us, well, when I say us, I mean photographers, we work closely with the clients to create a personalized experience that reflects their unique personalities and interests. Most shoots can honestly look familiar, but in all actuality, most photographers only show you what they want you to see. Most of us photographers offer a specific niche, and you should know that portraits and boudoir, although they run a thin line, they are two different styles of photography. And some shooters shoot with a specific niche base, causing most of their setups to look similar. But you also need to understand that, however, not every shoot is detailed the same. Some clients, like I said previously, want an experience that will help boost their self-confidence, and others want a session to be able to capture their beauty, that they may not get to see on a day-to-day basis. Another client wants to probably just book a boudoir photo shoot, and they're not concerned about what the hell the man will say. They more so just looking at it like, I want this experience. I want to know how it can help me boost my self-confidence, and I want to be able to capture the beauty, of course. But in the same token, I more so want to be focused on what I can gain after booking the experience. Now, if you run into clients that want to learn all three of those, to me, I can't speak for you, but to me, that is my ideal client. Most clients booking for a boudoir photo shoot that are not concerned about what the man will say or what others will think. They want to, empower themselves so they can feel liberated and nurture that self-care and self-love. And they have also did the research and learned that, hey, this might be something for me. Like I had one young lady reach out to me, and she left an amazing message that is on my Instagram page. As far as the crazy part is, she wrote me on TikTok. And I have come up with a new content strategy as far as how I will establish my brand and get it out in 2024. So to understand that the content I'm putting out, the audience that I'm trying to target, my ideal client I'm trying to reach is actually starting to come to fruition. Baby, I am here for it. I am here for it. So that is my ideal target client, like someone who is genuinely coming in and they're like, well, I want to see what I can gain after booking this experience because I've watched your videos. I got tummy phobia. I got back rolls. But at the end of the day, I still know how to love myself. I just want to learn how I can love myself consistently and not keep allowing self-doubt and me feeling discouraged when it comes to me wanting to be the best version of myself. Water break. If you're new here, you have no idea what the heck that means. That just means that I'm going to take a few seconds to myself to hydrate myself, and you are going to do the same. Take a few minutes, pause this podcast and this video, and head over to hydrate yourself if you already haven't brung your coffee and wine and glass of water over with your little notebook and pen. And while you're at it, stay tuned to listen to this commercial as well. Guys, it is about that time, and since 2021, we have been honoring National Drink Wine Day, and baby, you best to believe that we are going to be celebrating it in 2024, because it will be no different. Now, for those of you who are new here, thank you for tuning into the podcast. Don't forget to leave us a rating, but we like to celebrate National Drink Wine Day, and that day actually falls on the same day every year, which is February the 18th. So in honor of reflecting on the many benefits of wine, as well as your role, well, not your role, but the role it has played with you in human history and society, is why we honor National Drink Wine Day on February the 18th. So over here at the Fun Space, we enjoy pampering our clients with light refreshments, light makeup, and hair services, and of course, a chill glass of wine to ease the mind. So in honor of this holiday, we are giving back to our lens queens. Yes, we are. The ones who believed in us and celebrated with us, who support us all year round. So from now until February 17th, we will be giving you a chance to feel liberated and empowered, because you already know, as a lens queen, you don't run from a challenge, you run towards them. So me and the team will be giving away a free boudoir photo shoot to 12 lucky queens who are looking to boost their self-confidence through self-discipline. We are looking for women who want to capture stunning photographs, embrace their body so they can celebrate their self-confidence, individuality, and sensuality. Queens, we want to capture the essence of your beauty and empower you to become the best version of yourself. So if this sounds like something that you are into, just know we are giving it away for a discounted fee this year. Last year it was $499.99 to book it. This year we're doing it for $249.99 in honor of saying thank you guys for supporting us and being around for all of our crazy shenanigans. And this alone is saving you an additional $301, I believe it was. So thank you for drinking wine. Look at you creating new habits that stick. So another thing I want to mention, do not stress out about how to pose or what to wear. Don't worry, because I will personally guide you through the poses that will highlight your best features and help you to bring out that inner self-confidence. So whether you want to create an intimate gift for your boo thing, or embrace your body positivity, or simply just looking for ways to have a confidence boosting experience, this special for our annual National Drink Wine Day is a perfect gift for your self-love journey and the perfect gift to reward yourself with. So if you're going to capture your unique beauty and create memories that last a lifetime, then the time is now. Not when you lose weight, not when you're in a relationship, not once you get the kids together, not after you decide to get out of school, not after you go to the gym and start that membership that you know for a fact by the time March comes, you ain't even going. The time for mental health is now. So act fast. Don't wait, because literally you only have until February 17th, and we all know that time waits for no one. Don't be hitting me up on February the 18th on National Drink Wine Day talking about, hey, can I still get that damn discount? No, you cannot, because I gave you more than enough time to get it, okay? So I see you during Black Friday if I decide to do something. That's if we decide to do something. So take advantage of this special that is happening, that will literally only happen this one time this year. And if you are ready to learn the art of self-love and care so that you can become the best version of yourself, then send me a message on Instagram or Facebook at FunSize Photography. Photography spelled FOTOGRAPHY, and message me the word boost. That's literally the word boost. BOOST. And I'll set up a phone chat so we can literally get this ball rolling so you can become the best version of yourself, learn how to regulate your emotions, control your impulses, and get your mindset to be on that growth mindset for you to become the best version of yourself that I keep repeating. Okay? Okay. And we are back. You should be hydrated, so let's jump right back into the show. Okay, now, boudoir photography is also a popular gift for brides-to-be, with many women choosing to surprise their partners with a beautiful album of intimate and sensual images. So, like I said, I don't want you to get discouraged as far as in the beginning when I had mentioned that most boudoir photography clients are doing it solely for themselves. There are clients that actually come in and they are getting married, which we call bridal boudoir, which is exactly a whole different niche from glam boudoir and classic boudoir and nude boudoir. Listen, and another meal, you can rewarm it up. It's definitely going over boudoir photography, what you can expect in the different styles of photography. So be sure to check that out as well. I believe it is under 30. So do your thing. But a lot of clients who want to do bridal boudoir, they come in and they want, like I said, the gifts, which are albums of intimate and sensual images that were taken during the photo shoot. So it's also important to note that boudoir photography also involve couple photography, but it's not just solely for couples. Like I keep stressing, it's mainly solely so you can feel liberated, you can boost your self-confidence, you can feel like the best version of yourself, and you can learn how to feel empowered within your own skin. So a lot of people will solely ask, oh, well, can I bring my significant other? And a lot of photographers will say, no, we do a one-on-one services, especially when it comes to boudoir, because the session is solely about empowering you. However, what you need to know is important to note that it's not just for couples, but it can also be for couples. And like I mentioned before the break, many women choose to have boudoir sessions for themselves as a way to boost their confidence and celebrate their bodies. So if you are interested in trying boudoir photography for yourself, and then you may want to do it with your significant other, I highly recommend it. It's important to do your research, though, and find a photographer who makes you feel comfortable and confident. So look for a photographer who specializes solely in boudoir and has a portfolio that aligns with your personal style and preferences. You can also ask yourself, what is my end goal when it comes to booking a shoot with ... So for example, you'll say, what is my end goal when it comes to booking a shoot with FunSize Photography? And when you find that out, then your next small win will come faster than expected. So before you do anything and you're like, oh, I want to do it with my spouse, or I want to do it for my spouse, do it for yourself. Book the shoot for yourself, and then decide, hey, I want to do it with my girlfriends, because I do offer that as well. And we call it, boudoir parties, where you can invite up to 5 is the minimum. 5 of your little girlfriends. Y'all can come on down, celebrate with me. I'll rent out the venue, and we literally have a grand time for about like a good 6 to 8 hours, depending on the collection that is purchased by the client. But nonetheless, overall, boudoir photography is a beautiful and empowering art form that celebrates the beauty and strength of woman, and I cannot express this enough. But it has evolved over time, and in 2024, I don't see it slowing down anytime soon, my boy, because mental health is trending, and more people are learning to fall back in love with themselves, take accountability and responsibility so they can become the best version of themselves. So whether you are a bride-to-be, a new mother, or simply looking to celebrate your body, boudoir photography can be a wonderful way to do so, and you are literally, I'm getting tongue tied behind my passion behind it. You are literally hearing it firsthand from somebody who was dealing with body phobia, who didn't have energy, who felt discouraged, but all y'all seeing online was me constantly posting content, constantly being happy, constantly, because we believe in taking our L's in the dark. That's why. But this is why I'm here now, and I'm stressing it to you guys why it's so significant. There were days where I woke up and I felt inadequate within my own relationships, and I was questioning, will I ever find love? And at one point in time, I felt as though me and black men didn't even get along because I didn't know how to respect them, because all I known them for was to just be users and manipulators. But with me doing my self-love journey, me being more in tune with myself and guaranteeing myself that I will become the best version of myself. Like, long story short, like, I've learned over time that I needed to book a boudoir photo shoot for myself. And when I booked a boudoir photo shoot for myself, I taught my girlfriend at the time how to take the images for me. And, well, my girlfriend that I was dating at the time, how to take the images for me. And by the time I like literally was like, oh, I want to capture the silhouette. Oh, we got this amount of time with the light. We need to get this shot. Make sure you get this angle. I'm going to hold my, like, I was literally doing everything that I do with y'all, but she was my cameraman. And by the time I got the images and was looking back at them, like, I even got a whole YouTube video that y'all can check out. And it's my own boudoir shoot behind the scenes. I literally started getting so emotional and crying. And I'm like, yo, the feeling that you've helped me capture today is my goal. Like, that is my dream job. That is it. Like, that right there, I don't dream about working. There's no dream job for me, but that career choice for me is aligned with my sole purpose in life, with wanting to help 10,000 non-binary genders and women learn how to love themselves before trying to love someone else, by helping them boost their self-confidence through self-discipline, breaking bad habits, and unlearning what they were taught growing up. So once I seen the images back, it was just like, yo, like, I am so captivated by myself. I am so in love with myself. Like, I never noticed how empowering a photo shoot could be until I literally looked back at the images. And it was like, I had so much fun doing it at the time. I didn't even notice that the time had went by, how it did so fast, to the point where I was literally asking her probably like the next month, hey, yo, do you mind helping me do this photo shoot so I can give myself some self-love? Like, I'm not even gonna post the images, but I just want to like set up the equipment so I can perfect my craft. But not only perfect my craft, but I wanted to give, some encouragement and some love back into myself. And at that time, that was the only way I knew how to do it. So why wouldn't I make this a career for me? Like, what? Like, listen, that's a little bit backstory on me, neither here nor there. But I definitely wanted to say the reason why I'm going so hard and letting it be known, like, when it came down to me coming out with my photography business in 2018, the only thing that they kept stressing was, you need to find a niche, you need to find a niche, you need to find a niche, you need to find a niche. And I was like, well, I'm the jack of all trades. Like, and, people would always say jack of all trades, but, master of none. But they always forget that there's a third part to that saying. I know it in my head, just not off the top of my tongue, but it's somewhere along the lines of, but you learned something. Okay, so like, I was big on that. I wanted to do maternity, I wanted to do weddings, I wanted to do boudoir, I wanted to do family portraits, I wanted to do literally events, you name it, I wanted to go. But I got so discouraged with everything. In the beginning, it was like, oh, if you're a Canon photographer, you got to do event. If you're a Canon photographer, you got to do event sessions. If you are a Sony photographer, you got to do video. And it was so much that went behind it. And then once we got into 2023, all of a sudden it just was like, get out there, use your camera, just practice, 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 do what you want, don't forget to experiment, get out there and do ... But when I was doing it, I was told, oh, you're everywhere. It's unorganized. You need to find a niche because nobody will take you serious as a professional. And it's great when you learn your niche, but it also sucks in the same token when you turn around and find out that after learning my niche, now all y'all got to do is click a button and AI will do everything for you. I cannot stress this enough how annoying this has become within my brand. But in the same token, like I said, I've learned that coming up with a niche, I fell in love with boudoir photography, its style of photography specifically, and that niche alone was the only one that allowed me to reach my end goal of wanting to help people as far as falling back in love with themselves. So, just wanted to give y'all some backstory on where that love came from and why I'm so adamant about, book your shoot, guys. If you are definitely stressing out about how you look, how you feel about yourself, the version of you that's looking back at you in the mirror, just give that time, attention, and love that you pour into and seek from others to yourself. You obviously still have some healing to do. Plus, we're all out of snacks, my boy. So I can't keep ramming on. Like, I got to get back to work. You got to get out this restaurant. And you got to get out of there and do something that you need to do that'll make you become the best version of yourself. Because Denzel Washington, I'm famous for his quotes this week, but he said it best. If you want something that you never had, you got to do something you never did. Okay? I love you. And thank you for coming to the show. Thank you for stopping past the restaurant today, and I hope you enjoyed this food for your mind. We open daily and would love for you to be a part of our VIP team. So don't forget to rate the show and share us with your friends so that they can become the best version of themselves too. If you want advice and have questions, send me a voice note on Instagram at FunSize Photography. Photography spelled FOTOGRAPHY. We need to be sure that your 2024 hits the million marks this year and those accounts are flowing with abundance. So no mental blocks this year at all. No excuses. If you're listening and watching me over on the YouTube channel at FunSize Creations, you can see some of my behind the scenes from previous sessions and actually put a voice to a face. So welcome to the Fun Tribe. And be you, do you, and be true. But more importantly, remember, don't forget to love yourself before trying to love someone else, and do one thing a day that gets you out of your comfort zone, because you deserve the finer things in life. That includes hurrying over to my VIP site over on Facebook so that you can also begin manifesting your positive energy through affirmations and boudoir photography. That's facebook.com/groups/fun and bold. So we are not making any excuses. You don't have to wait for a podcast to launch. You don't have to wait for a YouTube video to drop, a reel to post, Instagram video, or Facebook. Everything is already right there at your disposal. So later for now, and